Hello, my name Nadila M. Arsadila NIM 2288-203-006. Here I will convey a brief material about linguistics. Linguistics is the scientific study of language. By scientific, we mean that is both empirical, based on observable data, and objective. Empirical data is critical for any scientific discipline, as it ensures that the author can verify or relate the findings. The term linguistic refers to a person who examines the structure and principle underlying language. Note that this is different from a polyglot, a person who speaks many languages. Linguistics is a science that does mean you need a laptop and several Googles to do linguistics. In short, what it means is that the way we ask questions to learn about language use a scientific approach. The scientific way of thinking about language involves making systematic, empirical observation. There's another important word. Empirical means that we observe data to find the evidence for our theories. Linguistics is the scientific study of language. In linguistic material, there are micro and macro linguistics. The micro-linguistic is the first phonetic. Phonetic is the scientific study of speech sound. It studies how speech sounds are articulate, transmitted, and received. The second, phonology. Phonology is the study of how speech sounds function in a language. It studies the way speech sounds are organized. It can be seen as the function phonetic of a particular language. The third, morphology. Morphology is the study of the formation of words. It is a branch of linguistics which breaks words into morphemes. It can be considered as the grammar of words, as syntax is the grammar of sentence. Next, the fourth, syntax. Syntax deals with the combination of words into phrases, clauses, and sentences. It is the grammar of sentences construction. Next, the fifth, semantic. Semantic is a branch of linguistics which is concerned with the study of meaning in all its formal speech. Words have several types of meaning. Next, the sixth, pragmatic. Pragmatics can be defined as the study of language in use. It deals with how speakers use language in ways which cannot be predicted from linguistic knowledge alone, and how readers arrive at the intended meaning of speaker. And the macro-linguistic is the first, stylistic. Stylistic is the study of how literary effect can be related to linguistic features. It usually refers to the study of written language, including literary text, but it also investigates spoken language sometimes. The second, discourse analysis. Discourse analysis, or the text linguistics, is the study of the relationship between language and the context in which language is used. It deals with how sentences is spoken and written language from large, meaningful units. The third, computational. Computational linguistics is an approach to linguistics which employs mathematical technique, often with the help of a computer. The fourth, cognitive linguistics. Cognitive linguistics is an approach to the analysis of natural language that focuses on language as an instrument for organizing, processing, and conveying information. The fifth, applied linguistics. Applied linguistics concerned with the application of linguistic theories, methods, and findings to the elucidation of language problems which have areas in other areas of experiment. Next, the sixth, hermeneutic. Hermeneutic, in its most general meaning, is the art of interpretation that cites philosophical hermeneutic, especially as has been articulated by Hans Kahneman, has greatly encouraged educational philosophy. Next, the seven, semiotic. Semiotic is defined as the science of science, a science being anything that can be used to stand for something else, to deliver some kinds of message, to generate some kind of meaning. Next, the eighth, psycholinguistic. Psycholinguistics is an integration of two disciplines, psychology and linguistics. Psychology is the study of mind and behavior. Linguistics is the study of language. So, students broaden and deepen their understanding and insight into linguistic studies and its application in language learning. Learning outcomes. The first, ability to analyze the linguistic aspect to develop creative, good and correct scientific writing skill. The second, ability to analyze carefully and thoroughly the linguistic aspect that influence the development of educational linguistics. The third, skill in applying the theoretical foundation of educational linguistics in the development of scientific writing skill in the field of educational linguistics. That's all the short material from me. Thank you very much and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.